Hi everyone, in this video, I will show you turn off this Android system services now. So what is the reason why we need to turn off our Android settings? So of course, to improve security, enhance privacy, battery optimization, prevent unnecessary costs and device performance. So first is you just have to go to your phone settings and you have to look for security here. So you have to go to the search bar and then type security. And this time, what you're going to do is you have to click security. Now, under security, what you're going to do is you have to look for this unknown source installations. And then here you have to look for Google. And once you found Google here, you have to turn off this one. Why? So we have few reasons why you should turn off Chrome unknown source installation. First is to prevent malware viruses. Unknown source installations are apps or extensions that are not verified or downloaded from trusted platforms like the Google Play Store or Chrome Web Store. Number two, protects personal data. Unauthorized or malicious apps might try to gain access to your personal information, such as passwords, contact, financial details, and other sensitive data. Number three, prevents unauthorized changes. Malicious software can make changes to your device settings, browser behavior, or even control your Chrome browser without your consent. Next settings you need to turn off. You have to go to the search icon again and look for privacy. Here you have to scroll down. You have to look for permission manager. Now, as we all know, we have different settings on our Android. So you can just go directly to the search bar and then search for permission manager. Click this one, scroll down, and this time you have to look for app permissions. So once you tap this app permissions here, then you will see the following settings such as the permissions and apps. So these are the features of your Android phone, and your applications can have access to this if you allow to. Now what we're going to do is we have to go to a specific application here. Let's just say, for example, Facebook. If you open Facebook and we give permission to this application to have access to our location, to our storage or camera. Now it's about time to toggle off, or we will not permit this to have access to our application. So we need to turn off microphone here, or if you want to turn off your location. So in that way, our phone, our Android, our files, and everything in our Android phone is safe. If you don't want people to know your contacts, your location, it's better to turn off this access. Next is we need to turn off our location here in our Android. If you don't know how to locate this, you just have to go to the search bar and then type location or go to your settings and look for location. Now, why we need to turn off location in our Android setting? First is of course privacy protection. Prevents tracking. Many apps and services use your location to track your movements. Disabling location services prevents apps from constantly monitoring where you are. Number two, reduces data collection. So, some apps collect and share location data with third parties. Also, it will improve battery life. It reduces battery drain and prevents unnecessary app access. Also here, you can go to that specific application. So let me go to apps and then locate that specific application. For example, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. So you just have to go to apps. And as you can see, there is this location above. And I set the option to never. As much as possible, you have to set this to never. Because if you allow location to have access to your application, and then everything here is too risky, especially when it comes to your money application here or bank application. As much as possible, you have to turn off this location. Even to social media platforms, it is highly recommended to turn off location settings. Also, avoiding unwanted notifications. Some apps trigger notifications based on your location, such as promotional offers or reminders. And also, it limits exposure of real time location. So, it prevents real time tracking. Some services like social media check ins, or family tracking apps may broadcast your real time location. So, it's better to turn off. Next is turn off usage and diagnostics. So why we need to turn off this usage and diagnostics on Android. So of course, to enhance privacy, it reduces data sharing. Usage and diagnostics sends information about how you use your device, including details about app performance, device activity, and errors. Also, it limits behavioral tracking. Although usage and diagnostics data is intended to improve the performance of your device, it can also provide insights into your habits and preferences. So, prevents unnecessary system load, prevents potential security risks, avoid sharing sensitive information as much as possible. Although the data is anonymized, there is always a risk that sensitive information about how you use your data could be exposed or misused. So, turning it off minimizes the chances of this happening. While usage and diagnostics data is intended to help improve Android's performance and troubleshoot issues, disabling it gives you more control over your privacy, conserves battery and data, and can potentially improve the performance of your device. Next, you need to turn off Google location sharing. Why? First, it protects your privacy. It prevents real time tracking. Google location sharing allows others to see your real time location. It also limits data collection. Another thing is it improves security. It reduces risk of misuse. If someone gains unauthorized access to your Google account, they could misuse location. And lastly, it prevents overshare of personal information. Stop unintended sharing. You might forget who you have shared your location with, resulting in prolonged exposure to people or apps that no longer need access. Turning it off avoids this risk of oversharing sensitive information. So, by turning off Google location sharing, you gain better control over your personal information, ensure your movements are private, conserve battery life, and reduce the risk of potential security issues. And last we have is turning off application background activity on your device. So, by turning it off, it will improve its performance, save battery life, and enhance privacy. First, it improves battery life. It reduces background activity. Many apps run in the background, consuming power even when you're not actively using them. It also improves performance, so it frees up system resources. It reduces data usage and it prevents unnecessary notifications. Also, it enhances privacy, prevents unwanted updates, reduces security risk, avoids unnecessary app behavior. When to turn off background activity. For apps that you don't use frequently or that don't require real time updates like games or certain social media platforms. For apps that consumes a lot of battery or data, such as navigation or video streaming apps. By turning off application background activity, you can extend battery life, reduce data usage, and improve your device overall performance while maintaining better control over how your apps operate. So as a bonus, you can also turn off Bluetooth and Wi-Fi when not in use. So be cautious with public Wi-Fi, and if you can have your backup, then do back up your data regularly. So I do really hope that this video somehow helped you, and as much as possible, follow these tips and turn off this Android system services now. Thank you for watching. If you want us to create another tutorial, please do comment down below. Please do like and subscribe to our channel and see you again in our next videos.